Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Monday. We got 10 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on MLB player props, you already know, go ahead and sign up with Parlay Play in the link below. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Lighter slate today, 10 matchups. Starting with the Atlanta Braves versus the Washington Nationals. Braves opening up as road favorites at minus 160. Washington plus 135 with the over-under at 9.5. Pitching for the Braves is Ian Anderson with an ERA of 4.53. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Nationals is Josiah Gray with an ERA of 4.33. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Yeah, Atlanta on a 10-game winning streak right now. I mean, they're playing great baseball. Washington coming off that loss against Milwaukee. Atlanta 8-0 on the road against Washington, but they've been very good. Rolling with the Braves on the road here. Just on a nice winning streak. They've been playing great. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Red Hot Braves on the road. Next matchup, we have the Miami Marlins versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at minus 140. Miami plus 120 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Marlins is Sandy Alcantara with an ERA of 1.61. His last start, he pitched 9 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. He's only given up 1 run in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Phillies is Aaron Nola with an ERA of 3.50. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Miami coming off a 9-4 loss against Houston. Phillies coming off a 13-1 loss against Arizona. They were on a huge winning streak, and then, just a bad loss yesterday to end it, which is pretty sad. A very even pitching matchup. Sandy's actually been way better in the last 3 starts. He's been pitching almost the entire game, and he's only given up 1 run in his last 3 starts here. I'm liking Sandy on the mound for the Marlins here. Phillies coming off a horrible loss. I'm going to take a shot with the Marlins plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Baltimore Orioles versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at minus 300. Baltimore plus 240 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for Baltimore is Kyle Bradish with an ERA of 6.45. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Alek Manoah with an ERA of 1.81. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Baltimore coming off 2 wins against Kansas City. Toronto coming off a 6-0 win against Detroit. Baltimore on a 6-game losing streak against Toronto. 1-7 on the road against Toronto. They've struggled against the Blue Jays here. I do like Alek Manoah on the mound. He's been very solid. Not really in love with Bradish on the mound. He's given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Blue Jays at home. Next matchup, we have the Chicago White Sox versus the Detroit Tigers. The White Sox opening up as road favorites at minus 125. Detroit plus 105 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the White Sox is Lance Lynn with an ERA of 0. Looks like he's getting his first start of the season. Pitching for the Tigers is Ronnie Garcia with an ERA of 4.50. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. White Sox on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a couple losses against Texas. Detroit coming off a bad loss against Toronto. not in love with this matchup here, especially with Lance Lynn getting his first start of the season. We'll see if he does end up pitching for the White Sox here. I'm going to take a shot with Detroit plus 1.5 at home. I don't know. There's just something about it. Not in love with Lance Lynn getting that start. So we'll take Detroit plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 195. Pittsburgh plus 160 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Pirates is Mitch Keller with an ERA of 5.26. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cardinals is Zach Thompson with an ERA of 2.25. Can't find any pitching info on Zach Thompson for some reason. Maybe the site's bugged. I don't know. Pittsburgh on a 6-game losing streak right now. St. Louis coming off a 7-6 loss against Cincinnati, but Pitt 1-5 against St. Louis, where they have struggled on a bit of a losing streak. Have not looked very good here. I'm going to roll with the Cardinals at home. Next matchup with the Houston Astros versus the Texas Rangers. Astros opening up as road favorites at minus 155. Rangers plus 145 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Astros is Christian Javier with an ERA of 3.22. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rangers is Taylor Hearn with an ERA of 5.40. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Houston coming off a 9-4 win against Miami. The Rangers coming off 2 wins against the White Sox. Houston's played very good against Texas. 6-1 in their last 7 against Texas. 5-1 on the road against Texas. So playing very well against the Rangers. Pretty even pitching matchup. I'd say I'd give the slight edge to Houston here. Been the better head-to-head team here. I'm going to roll with the Astros on the road. Next matchup, we have the San Diego Padres versus the Chicago Cubs. Padres opening up as road favorites at minus 135. The Cubs plus 115 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Padres is Yu Darvish with an ERA of 3.61. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cubs is Justin Steele with an ERA of 4.79. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 1 strikeout. Padres coming into this on a 2-game losing streak against Colorado. The Cubs on a 6-game losing streak, coming off an 18-4 loss against the Yankees yesterday. Very rough game for them. Bad losing streak they're on. Pretty even pitching matchup, but I'm gonna lean with the Padres on the road. Cubs just on a bad losing streak, getting they looked so bad against the Yankees, and we'll see how they bounce back here, but I'm gonna roll with the Padres on the road. Next matchup, we have the Cincinnati Reds versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at minus 160. The Reds plus 135 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Reds is Mike Minor with an ERA of 8.64. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for Arizona is Merrill Kelly with an ERA of 3.32. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Cincinnati winning yesterday's matchup 7-6 against St. Louis. Arizona beating the Phillies 13-1. Looked very good yesterday. Mike Minor has had a rough last 2 starts on the mound. His only 2 starts of the season, he's given up 8 runs. Not in love with that. And I like Arizona coming off a big win against the Phillies, ruining their streak. I'm going to lean with the Diamondbacks at home. Next matchup, we have the Kansas City Royals versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at -170. Kansas City +140 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Royals is Brady Singer with an ERA of 4.33. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Giants is Alex Wood with an ERA of 4.23. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 5 strikeouts. Kansas City coming off a couple losses against Baltimore. Giants coming off a 3-game sweep against the Dodgers. Played very well in that series. Giants 6-2 at home, where they've been playing very well. Alec Wood been solid on the mound here. Singer's given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts. That's just very rough. Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Giants at home. And then the last matchup, we have the Minnesota Twins versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -125. Minnesota +105 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Twins is Chris Archer with an ERA of 3.65. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Mariners is Chris Flexen with an ERA of 4.35. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Minnesota coming off a 6-0 loss against Tampa Bay. Seattle coming off a 2-0 loss against Boston. So both teams coming off a loss. Pretty even pitching matchup. Archer's only given up 2 runs in his last 2 starts, so he's been pretty solid in his last 2 starts. I'm going to take a shot with the Twins, +1.5 on the road. Even pitching matchup, both teams coming off a loss where they did not score. So yeah, I'm going to take the Twins +1.5 on the road. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. Have a good one.